when you belong. There will always be a way. You will always find how to go on. Listen to the voices in the deepest parts inside. Down along the river, you never wonder why. Just be strong and find a way to try. When you belong, there will always be a way. You will always find how to go on. Just be strong and find a way to try. When you belong, there will always be a way. Just be strong and find a way to try. When you belong, there will always be a way. Or just go on, you know your reasons why. Run through it all till break of dawn. You will always find how to go on.
There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. Let me know when you're here, meet me up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me, I guess I take it back. There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. I know that summer was a big mistake. I just hope that we're still okay. You always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. And if we do, then if we don't, then if we're giving you what we want. And I always pick you up and let you down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. And if we do, then if we don't, then if we're giving you what we want, to what we I knew you were for the first time. I hate this weather, but I like the view. It makes me think of new beginnings. Here's to new beginnings. I can't sleep alone. 'Cause if I do, I'll think of you. The nights are so long. Wondering if you miss me too. I'm losing myself in the city sounds. For a while I'm fine, but as soon as it gets quiet, I know I'm screwed. Oh, I can hear my own heart breaking. Do you hear the sound of my heart breaking over you? You said she was just a friend, and I remember thinking the worst at first, but you made me think it was in my head. Yeah, you just said that I was crazy. I thought that I was crazy. I can't sleep alone. 'Cause if I do, I'll think of you. The nights are so long. Wondering if you miss me too. I'm losing myself in the city sounds. For a while I'm fine, but as soon as it gets quiet, I know I'm screwed. Ooh, I can hear my own heart breaking. Hear my heart break. Do you hear the sound of my heart breaking over you? Oh, I can hear my own heart breaking. Do you hear the sound of my heart breaking over you? The sound of my heart breaking. If only I could make you change your mind. I'm losing myself in the city sounds. It's over. Is it over now? If only I could make you change your mind. I'm losing myself in the city sounds. It's over. I can hear my own heart breaking. Do you hear the sound of my heart breaking over you?
Young, and we didn't wanna be exposed. Even though it was cold, we were never wearing proper clothes. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, smoking cigarettes behind the school. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, you know. I still think about what we had when we were younger. We were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we go. When we were younger, when we were younger, I remember a girl. I would sneak into her parents' house. I could stay for hours, and we looked into each other's eyes. Hey, I thought I was Romeo, I was looking for my Juliet. And as soon as I left, I told my friends. Those days made me who I am. When we were younger, we were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. were younger.
She didn't love you back, love you back. All she did was leave a hole in your chest. You didn't get that job, even though you really gave it your best. And now you're wondering what's the point of anything at all? But let me tell you why, that's just life putting you through the test. Before the dawn, it's always dark. Before the light, there is a tunnel. Before you run, you gotta stumble. When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck, but you can't get out. Just remember, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now, and remember that the only way is up from here. You say you're getting old, but what do you know about what's to come? 'Cause what the future holds, nobody knows till the race is all won. So if you're wondering what's the point of anything at all? It's to live your life, live it right now, 'cause you only get one. Before the dawn, it's always dark. Before the light, there is a tunnel. Before you run, you gotta stumble. When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck, but you can't get out. Just remember, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now, and remember that the only way is up from here. The only way is up from When you fall in love, but it don't work out. When you've cried at least 100 times. When you feel so stuck and you can't get out. Just remember, ooh, there will come a day when it all works out, and you didn't even have to try. You will find a way if you hold on now, and remember that the only way is up from here. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything is complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know